Okay, so I had to get a snack. I get really nauseous. Like, I have to get up and snack throughout the night. It's ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, we're getting. Shit! anyways. Okay, we're gonna get to the point. Like, this is gonna get, like, real serious, for a second, because it needs to be approached, really. Now, this is not anything about relationships. So if you're watching this, like, saying, like, oh boy, it's another, relationship problem, no, it's not. No, it's not. This is not about anything to do with relationships, okay? So if that's what you're thinking, it's not. We don't talk about that on here. But this is what, I'm talking about. So today I was minding, like, my own business. There is, I was working on, like, the newest fitness video that I uploaded. It wasn't that good. I was really struggling to master the moves, you guys. And if you enjoyed it, like, that's good. But I feel like it was not my best, but I wanted to put something out there. We're diving into the fitness category, we're taking it seriously, we're going all in. We're going all in. But there's always something in this town. Is that an ambulance or the sheriff department? I'm sure we'll hear about it in the morning. Okay. Anyways, so, like, I was, minding my own business and filming, my newest fitness video. It's a cheer fitness video because, I don't personally like to believe that my cheer days are over. Is that another? What in the world is going on in this town? I'm sorry. It's always something going on in this town, man. Y'all need to chill out, really. Okay, I'm trying to vent. I'm trying to vent whatever crime is going on in this town or whatever somebody did wrong. Like, it's this town. It's this town. I'm sick of it. But anyways, if y'all know I'm not going to say where I'm from. I'm not going to say where I'm from. Okay? Doesn't matter. You could probably look it up on social media. Anyways, so I was in my own yard, I was working on, I'm not going to say, like, YouTube is work stuff and, like, shorts is work stuff, but something I like to do personally is, like, put out there positive content. And, we're diving into the fitness category of things because me personally, I want to become more, I'm choking on my spit. Okay, me personally, I want to dive more into fitness, on this channel. Eventually I would love to in the future. I'm not saying I'm going to right now because right now everything on this channel is fine like it is. But, like, I would love to make a fitness YouTube channel someday. Am I going to do that? Who knows? But I will say, like, it's something I would like to explore a little bit in the future because, we are posting a lot of fitness content and we are, like, getting more passionate about fitness, learning how to work on certain machines and physical therapy. And then we go home and do a little, like, at-home workouts. Some days we do dance fitness, we're diving into the different, like, categories of things, which is exciting. But that's not the point of what happened, It's great, it's fantastic. We do what we can do. Like, it's really important to set small goals for yourself rather than focus on the big picture. There's a lot to set. What is going on? I'm getting anxiety. I'm getting anxiety from all the damn police sirens. Okay, I don't do well, like, late at night, under, like, situations like this. It makes me so anxious because the last time a bunch of bullshit went on in this town, we were asked to evacuate our homes. That's too much information. I'm sorry. Which was for our safety, but I don't, what I'm trying to say, stuff. That's why, like, being in this town makes me anxious. Anyways, that's not, what I'm venting about, but, like, so this was, like, casually eating my cracker. Okay, so like I said, we got that content out there, but it was good, but I got interrupted while filming it. So it was very, I got interrupted, and it was one of my family members' friends, which is also a member at our community church. I'm trying to say this, without making it seem like, I am not talking trash about the church. I don't talk trash about churches, but what I do have a problem with is in small towns like this, you know, I'm not calling it church hurt per se, because I feel like, that's something, it is something that needs to be talked about, but I feel like it's a little bit like, I'm not gonna say, like, I'm not gonna say, like, you know what I'm trying to say, but I would say there's a lot of judgment in our community. In small towns, people talk about everybody. Everybody knows your business. And, I'm currently watching Virgin River, and when they're talking about, like, the internet's slow, but the gossip gets around fast. That's what goes on in this town, and but the point is this situation should have been handled differently. I could have reacted different. The things they could have said, they could have kept their thoughts to themselves, This is more of a family matter. Like I said, it's not a relationship matter, not at all, But, so she came in this driveway, wanting to know what I'm doing with my life. And I told her, because she asked. And there was a lot of judgment. I'm not, I don't like revealing too much of my personal life on here. And I also don't want to reveal too much of their personal life on here, because they are, family, friends, and part of our church community, So what I will say, I'm not going to say what I said, because I'm going to get a lot of hate on what I said, but, I did defend my name. I'm just going to put it that way. Used to, I would come on here and be like, so-and-so did this, so, like, I said this, and I'm not going to do that, because that's just uncalled for, but I'm just not going to repeat what was said, but, I did defend my name and honor. Anyways, what goes on in my personal life, is my personal business. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to say this is my house, because it's not. But when a person is minding their own business, you shouldn't be hating on somebody for minding their own business, At the end of the day, it's none of people's business. Like, for real, it's none of anybody's business. Is my point, and in small towns, all people want to do is gossip, and that's uncalled for, and like, I work very, very hard every day, to make sure I'm promoting positive content, and to make sure, I'm keeping my life in order. There are some things that are lacking, in my life, but you should never call somebody out on that, because you don't know, like, how much effort somebody actually does put into their life, because people like me, we personally experience burnout really easily. Some people, are pro, work, and then there are other people that experience burnout so easily. Yes, it's important to do adult things, but, people like us, we do experience burnout really easily, and it can really interfere with our mental health and well-being. So yeah, we do put in work, it just may not, it may be at our own pace. And what I don't like is this person, I'm not saying it was a male, and I'm not saying it was a female, you can kind of put together the pieces, but coming in, like, when I'm just minding my own business, and this is not my yard. I'm not going to say it is. However, you should not come into somebody's, regardless if it's my yard or not, you should never disrespect somebody like that. like telling them they're failing at life, you know, downgrading them, like telling them they don't have their shit together, when really, you know, you don't know how much effort that person puts into their day to get their shit together without experiencing burnout. You know, you never know what that person is going through, you know. And I'm one of those people, you know, and I told somebody this, and I would like to put it out like on here, you know, because the way I said it was very, this is melting in my hand. The way I said it was well said, very well put, and I'm gonna try to like look at it real quick. And what it is, and like I just looked at what I said and I was like, okay, now I remember what I was gonna say. You know, people come, I am very aware that I have mental health issues. But what you shouldn't do is point it out to somebody. It's one thing to be concerned, but it's another thing to completely disrespect somebody because of their mental health and well-being. You know, bashing somebody on social media for their mental health being, you already know, I talked about this before. I don't like it. Another thing I don't like, and you know, in this kind of situation, is people coming in this driveway disrespecting me, you know, bashing me for my mental health and well-being. You know, it's just uncalled for. You know, if somebody has mental health issues, they don't need people like telling them every day, you know, they have mental health issues, when they put a lot of time and effort trying to fix that. You know, I am a private patient at an outpatient facility right now receiving mental health care treatment, you know, and it's something I'm working on. You know, it's like this, you know, people say 100% that you have mental health issues, but they don't want to look at what caused it, you know. And I'm obviously not putting the blame on other people here, you know, but a lot of times, you know, people are quick to call somebody crazy, but they don't want to point out, you know, what caused it. You know, they don't want to look at, you know, what's going on. They like to put the blame on directly that person, you know, when you never know a person's story at the end of the day. You really don't, you know, and them like pointing out your flaws and pointing out your mental health and that. I'm gonna eat this, it's melting in my hand. One second. But you know, back to what I'm saying, you know, I'm getting a lot of anxiety. I get a lot of anxiety in this small town because people are always doing stupid shit. Anyways, I'm gonna get sued for talking about my town. But anyways, what I'm saying is, you know, you should not, you know, talk about someone's mental health like that when you don't know their story, you know, especially when that person, you know, is very much made aware of it and they try to fix it, you know. But I think it's up to that person to fix it their own, you know. I'm obviously not putting the blame on other people, and you know, I do plan on communicating with this person, you know, about how I feel about it personally. You know, I think at the end of the day, a lot of people are just defensive. You know, they have that, you know, defensive wall up, you know, and whenever people get real defensive, they go to like, you know what I'm trying to say, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, you don't know somebody's story, so you should not judge them, you know. And like, I think there's a lot of shit about me that has been said, you know, that is not 100% true. But what I don't want people doing is like coming in this yard, like talking about my flaws and everything else, because I'm a very person, I don't mind communicating with somebody. I don't mind. And was it wrong, the things that I said? 100%. But you know, it's just, you know, people get really defensive, you know, and they begin like, you know, they're insecure, you know, with emotions and stuff. Their emotions start to build up and it immediately turns into attacking when it's not meant to do that, you know. It's like self-defense mode, you know.